Another one.
And we got another updated build on deck. Ladies and gents, can we make a little noise for Transformers Rise of the Beast Nightbird version 4 here? Can we make a little noise for this? DJ, they still sleep. Let me get a little background music going so, we could get some energy flowing in this video real quick. You feel me? Okay, no, I got you on that, Brody. We gonna wake them up, cause they think you out here playing.
Damn, son, where'd you find this?
Yo, what's going on, guys? It's your boy Say here. Let's get right into it. Okay, now here we have Nightbird in her robot mode, scaling in at 8.5 inches and clocking in at about 21 hours of build time. Now, for those of you that don't know who Nightbird is, she's one of the main 3 Terracon villains in that Transformers Rise of the Beast movie. The other 2 that she rolls with are named Battletrap and Scourge, and even though she transforms into a land vehicle like the rest of them, she's actually the only one that can fly. Oh! Now, as you can see by the title, it has taken me 4 attempts to build Nightbird correctly. 4! So now that I've finally done it, I can die peacefully now. But hold up, because the question now is, what was I even struggling with so much that caused this build to take 4 attempts? And the answer to that question is the proportions. Huh? Yes, every time that I have attempted to build Transformers Rise of the Beast Nightbird, she has come out so bulky in her robot mode that she doesn't even really look like Nightbird anymore. So a lot of times the details would be there, but because Nightbird has this super slender frame, if she's just a little bit too bulky, it throws the whole aesthetic of the robot mode off. And honestly, I could see it was a bit off with the previous versions, but I didn't know how to fix it at the time, and I didn't think it was a big deal, so I was like, okay, she's a little bulky, but this still looks pretty good. Hello. Sorry to interject, but this version is a very not good here, yard. Oh dear. Unfortunately, he is correct. This version is not good at all, dear boy. Absolutely tragic. Precisely, I don't know what happened, but everything is a very not good here with this one. Yo, Josh, this your man's right here? Cause they really talking crazy. Man's over here talking about absolutely tragic. Like, get out of here, bro. Papi, I told you already. That's not mine, and I'm not getting involved with that. You wildin' now. Like, you ain't gotta leave for that, bro. Alright, you know what? Nah, I'm done getting roasted up in my own video. Let's talk updates. Okay, so for one, I got my hands on a bunch of new pieces before I even attempted to redesign this build here, and as a result, I was able to create a way better looking head sculpt. Now really the game changer was obtaining this 1x1 double sloped brick piece here, because that is literally the perfect piece to represent Nightbird's face aesthetic. And it's really weird because I didn't have this piece when I designed any of the other previous versions, but I'm pretty sure that that is the only piece that works with her face design. Because it looks like a battle mask, but then at the same time in the movie there's a bunch of other mechanical components embedded into it, and it turns into her mouth as well. Now the next thing that you'll see that I fixed is the proportions, because if you ignore the kibble that is sticking out from behind the legs there, you'll notice that she is noticeably slimmer compared to the previous version. So how did I do it? Well, I started off by shrinking the chest. Now, for those of you that don't know, Nightbird transforms into a 1995 Nissan Skyline GTR. And that is not a difficult vehicle mode to manage. So I figured out a way where I could sacrifice just a tiny bit of the accuracy in the vehicle mode in order to fix the proportional issues within her chest in her robot mode. So I carved out two little portions of the chest to allow for room for the chest to shrink. So when she's in her vehicle mode, there are two gaps here that are barely noticeable. And then when she transforms, the two halves of the chest slide inward, closing those two gaps and give her a nice compact looking chest design in her robot mode. But at the same time, they still remain the correct size in her vehicle mode because they can slide back outward.
Avance!
Okay, so boom, that took care of the bulkiness within the chest that all of the other previous versions had. But what about the bulkiness on the other parts of the body, such as the arms and the legs? What we gonna do about that?
Bro, peep the IQ one time. You feel me? Peep the IQ.
Okay, I'm peeping. So you see, the problem was the exterior of the limbs on my Transformers is usually really smooth because the exterior of the limbs make up the exterior of their vehicle modes. And I like for that to be nice and smooth and clean looking. So if I'm trying to shrink the thickness of the arms and the legs, I can't really mess with this side. But what about the interior of the limbs?
So now I start hacking away at the arms and legs to slim these joints down now. But after all was said and done, we finally got her. Slimmer arms, slimmer legs, and a slimmer chest design. Can I get a sheesh, please?
And then I added some cherries on top after all of that by updating the aesthetic and length of this little kilt or tazet type thing that she has on her waist here, using these bony looking thinner clip pieces as her fingers as opposed to the rounded bulkier looking ones that I use for all of my other Transformers, and then using similar pieces to represent those tiny bony toes that she's got. Now aesthetic wise, I'm pretty pleased, but unfortunately there was just nothing I could do about the kibble from her vehicle mode being visible from the front because she's got these big wheels and now she's got these really slender, skinny looking legs, so there was kind of just nothing else I could do with it. But hey, might just have to drop a version 5 real quick to fix all of that up, you feel me? But that's a story for another day. While we're back here, I also updated the wing design. There's not really much to them, but I did make them a tad bit more slender, and unfortunately they still do not fit within her transformation, so these things do parts form onto her robot mode after she transforms.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
Okay, so we'll take the L there. We got like 5 W's, you feel me? But we'll take the L.
Now, just on a quick side note, if you are interested in having me build or review your favorite Lego Transformers or mechs on the channel here, consider becoming a Super Say. The membership link for that is in the description. Or if you'd like to gain free access to my instructions to some of my builds, you can actually use that same link and join as a free member and you will never be charged. Now back to Nightbird here, unfortunately we do have another drawback. Due to her smaller foot design and because I removed so many pieces on the interior of her frame to slim her up, her stability and articulation are not really the best here. In my opinion though, a worthy sacrifice because she still can hit a couple of decent poses here and there. Now, if you guys are interested in seeing my rendition of Nightbird's other two partners in crime, Battle Trap and Scourge, I'll leave the links to those two videos at the end of this one.